It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see Bijan Robinson.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing first play is Ridder. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep is Tank Dell. Taken in at the 22. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There you go.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. on the defensive side of the football, they talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it. And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble. A man coming off a great rookie year. It's Dameon Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Texans in a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure. And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0 for 4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kylie Fairbairn comes on. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum. And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got a look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit. They open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards. Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 20 carries, 109 yards. I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Check right. Check. Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football.
Here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Ritter will set up to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 7.
19 Tiger.
Now Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got 1 there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dances by him. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now
and they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are once again back in front.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by London. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
London moves the chain, something he did 48 times as a rookie last season. First receiver taken in 2022 draft, finished with almost 900 yards in the league's second worst passing offense.
Ready.
On first down, Ritter. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, here's Ritter. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Stroud's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Ready, set.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. Zach Moss, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. The newest Panther, picked up from Philly, Miles Sanders, a touchdown run. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Allen, terrific in the victory, as his guys upped their mark to 4-1 now. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Texans to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. A run by Pierce begins the second half. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. Second and 5. And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. The second down throw now from Stroud. Running the slant, that's Robert Woods.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he is going to have the Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now is Stroud. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Third and goal, Stroud. Rolling to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Well, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ritter's throw taken in by Miller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Ready?
Back to throw, Ritter, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And back with a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down and 6 now. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And he rifles one incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Ritter. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Yeah, man, we've been playing pretty good. This would be our first win of the season if we could pick this up. We're currently, I think, 0-4 on the season. So we've been playing really bad, especially our defense. I'm surprised that our defense can I'm surprised that we held them to 10 points. Last game I threw 4 interceptions. So I've been developing my rookies. As you can see, Will Anderson down here is a rookie that I'm trying to develop. So, yeah, man, my biggest focus is just developing these players. And I also learned something. And franchise mode, zone is the best coverage because they'll cook you in man all day. If you man up all the time, the CPU is going to cook you on all magnitude.
It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
Bijan Robinson on the catch.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ritter back to throw.
Ooh! Derek Stingley Jr. on the INT.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
Yeah, we've been able to dominate the line of scrimmage all day.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Pierce now up the middle, and he is met in.
Yeah, man, it's all about learning how to play and learning what your team's good at.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world.
This will be the first game I won all year if we win this.
First down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Falcons now. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've got trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Drill 52. Switch yellow. Check pink. Yellow line.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Let's go.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The Ritter's throw going to be taken in here by London. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 50. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Cooper, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense...
I'm glad we pulled out this win, man. So we finally can see that we can actually win, like we can win. So that was big for us.
The type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Texans, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight.